Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about a few ways how to maintain a good relationship. The reason I want to talk about this topic is I've been reading some news and articles about couples being having more issues since the pandemic happened this year, and the divorce rate becomes much higher. As you can see, this is a COVID-19 and its effect on relationships according to the Relationships Australia May survey. 42% of people experienced a negative change in their relationship with their partner, which means a very, very big percentage of couples are experiencing negative effect due to COVID-19 in their relationships. So one of the key conditions for a good relationship is finding the right person. So how to define the right person? First of all, you have to really like this person. You have to genuinely respect and have feeling towards that person. Because if that's not the case, then when it comes to difficult times, then it's harder it's harder for you to get through those difficulty times because in your deep heart you don't really love this person or you don't really genuinely like this person. So having feeling towards that person is definitely not enough. And the second condition for the right person is someone with similar value or have similar goals and visions in lives. So although some differences can be tolerated or compromised, some differences in values can be very problematic, especially in a long-term relationship. For example, so if you are someone that plan to get married and have kids and have a family, but your potential partner or your current partner doesn't want that. Your current partner doesn't even want to get married or just doesn't even want to have kids, then that's a big issue because if you guys cannot agree on that key thing, then it's really difficult for this relationship to work out. Secondly, be respectful. Never ever take your partner for granted. You should treat your sweetheart with respect, which is likely to get you the same in return. And also, you should regularly remind your partner how much they mean to you because if you don't say so, how could your partner know? And do not afraid to express your appreciation to your partner. I'm pretty sure your other half would be thankful if you did. So thirdly, communicate openly and honestly. Whenever you have small issues or problems in your relationship, do not leave them for too long. Talk it through with your partner openly and honestly when the problems incurred. Do not hold your anger or frustration for too long because a lot of times it's maybe due to miscommunication. For example, if you really care about certain special days, for example, anniversary, but your partner doesn't think it's an important thing. So he didn't like prepare anything for your anniversary, for instance, and you never told him you care about the anniversary day a lot. So once that happened, obviously you wouldn't be happy, but your partner wouldn't have a clue what caused your anger or frustration if you don't tell him honestly about you actually care about those days a lot. Because if this is a real issue, how would your counterparty know if you don't say anything, right? It's better to give people the opportunity to fix the problems rather than assuming people just know everything in your mind. It's very unlikely. Also, always communicate honestly, because honest is the key for trust. A lot of times, mistrust is a deal breaker in a relationship. If you don't even trust this person, then it makes everything difficult, from like small things to big things. You just don't have faith in the other person, then how can you deal with all these problems happened in your relationship then? No point is grow together in a relationship, especially a long-term relationship. You either grow together or grow apart. So being an interesting person, or being someone that has other hobbies, has some hobbies, or always like to learn different things, help to create more happiness for both of you. For example, if you like to read books, so you can always share what you have read or what you think about this book with your partner, and hear about your partner's opinion on this. Or if you both like sports and you can play sports together, not only you guys spend more time together, but also by doing that, you guys build like the bond even stronger for your relationship. And just be careful about this point, because growth together doesn't mean that you have to do everything together. You still need to have some space for yourself. It's important to keep some distance, but also stay close, if that makes sense. Yeah, because you can't fully rely on anyone in your life. It won't be sustainable. You have to be independent individually, but by being with someone as a relationship, so ideally it should be individually, you can live a very good life. But by building up this close relationship together, you guys share more happiness and grow together. In my opinion, that's a good relationship. Rather than one person fully rely on the other person, it can't be that way, because the other person would feel so tired. And it's always good to exchange some thoughts or knowledge that helps to build a strong relationship. Those are the 4 ways I found is very helpful in building a strong relationship. So I'm not a expert in relationships, first of all, but I'm in a very stable relationship, and I found it's not easy to maintain a good relationship. But I feel those 4 tips really helped in my relationship. I didn't do those consciously a lot of times, because it's just how I treat people. I like to give people some freedom. I like to give people some space. Same as I like to be honest in my communication. I like to let other people know when I'm unhappy or when I'm upset. So those few tips that I just mentioned before really helped in my relationship, even in my friendships. Yeah, some of them are applicable too. So please bear in mind that relationship, especially long-term relationships like marriage, it's really not easy, because no one will stay the same all the time. People always keep changing. Sometimes it's because the person itself, sometimes it's due to the outside environment, for example, financial pressure, for example, new kid arrives. Yeah, those are some factors inevitably gonna change your life completely, or change your life to some extent. So in order to handle all different pressures or changes in life and in yourself, you have to always keep an open mind and always be honest and try to support each other through the whole relationship. Please remember maintaining a good relationship is never easy, but both parties have to make the effort to commit to this relationship and try to make it work, because a lot of times it's people like in the relationship, they give up rather than try harder. Hopefully you found this tips helpful and useful. If so, please give me a like button down below, and also leave some comments of any of your thoughts or issues so we can discuss later. And also don't forget to subscribe my channel. It's gonna be very helpful for me. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.